let's now talk about how all of these cues really impact our own markets as well as the domestic cues that we should track in today's trading session. We have Mangalam, Sonal and Surbhi here to prep us up for this trading session. Guys, a very good morning to all of you. Sonal, we've made it to Friday. The key question is Nifty going to evade those all-time highs yet again? But take us through everything we should watch ahead of that.
You know, Pavitra, the biggest cue, it's a Friday. So let's enjoy that first. As far as the market setup is concerned, it's a mixed handover that we have received from the Wall Street, while Dow was lower, flat with some negative bias. But S&P and Nasdaq, they actually snapped their 3-day losing streak as well. Technology stocks were definitely in focus, and Apple hit a record high in yesterday's trading session for the US market. So that is in focus. If we talk about the Asian markets, they are again largely mixed. We have Taiwan, which is shut for a holiday, Hang Seng, which is lower by 1.5%, but Nikkei is higher today. So mixed picture again from the Asian screen. Bank of Japan, that is, or Japanese inflation, that is in focus because that came in at 3.2% versus an estimate of 3.4%, but it is still higher than Bank of Japan's target of 2%. You spoke about how a Bank of England hiked rates as well. So central bank action continues to take the center stage as well. For our own markets, we did see a lot of volatility yesterday, and Nifty did end at the day's low yesterday after just being 1 point away from record high levels as well. So that is the texture of Indian markets currently, 85 points lower there. Sensex was down 363 points from its record high of 63,602, and mid-cap index, it snapped its 8-day winning streak. So yes, there was some fall from the highs yesterday. Nifty got support from the HDFC twins, HDFC Bank and HDFC that is, but Reliance Industries was a drag yesterday. The immediate support on Nifty is at 18,757. That's the immediate one, and we'll see lower levels from there as well. Nifty Bank has been consolidating at 20-day exponential moving average. That has been the level on Nifty Bank for a long time. In terms of flows, FII sold after buying. They sold around 693 crore rupees, while DIs bought 219 crore rupees. So we'll have to see, because SGX Nifty is indicating that the start could be muted to some red, 14 points lower there. We'll have to see whether there's some recovery or we also end the way we ended yesterday.
All right, that is what everyone is watching. Sonal, thanks a lot for getting us all of those cues. Let's also talk about the stocks that you should watch for in today's trading session. We have Surbhi standing by with the entire list. Hi, Surbhi.
Hi, Pavitra. So, firstly, obviously, IT companies will be in focus as Accenture has declared its results. The Q3 results were close to the top end of the guidance. The management does expect the outsourcing revenue to grow in double digits, but they don't see any green shoots in the demand recovery. So, there's a cautious read-through for the Indian IT companies. Next on my list is Coforge. They acquired 20% equity shares in Coforge Business Process Solutions for 337 crores. Now, the 60% was acquired in April 2021. LIC Housing Finance, the board approves T. Adhikari as the Chief Operating Officer with effect from June 22nd. BPCL, the board is going to consider a fundraise via rights issue on June 28th. And lastly on my list is HBL Power Systems. The board is going to consider approving a proposal of a slump sale for 2 of their product lines on June 28th.
Okay, Surbhi, thanks a lot for getting us that entire list of stocks. We're going to watch for all of these in the trading session today. Finally, it's over to Mangalam, who's looking at all of the cues from the futures and options space. Mangalam, what are you tracking?
Well, good morning. Yesterday we went just within 1 point of a fresh all-time high. So there is a fair amount of supply at higher levels. And yesterday's decline was also on account of expiry day blues. And that's largely because the street was positioned for an expiry above that 18,800 mark. But the minute we fell below that 18,800 mark, all those who had written those puts had to unwind their positions, and we ended at the low point of trade. The mid-cap index was the worst performing index in yesterday's session. The cash market flows, the FI sold about 693 crores, the DIs bought 219 crores. There were a couple of large trades as well, so as a result of which these flows were muddled. But in index futures, there was net purchase of 325 crores, and the FI long exposure is just around that 53% mark. The SGX Nifty is indicating a mild dip at the open. Let's see whether that gets bought into or not, and largely because the Nifty support is that 18,650 to 18,700 mark, and at the same time, the resistance continues to be placed between 18,850 to 18,900 itself. For the Nifty Bank, it is essential that it crosses that 20-day moving average and sustains above that for any further meaningful up move out there. The key to watch next week is the June series expiry. So up until then, all movements would be triggered towards that itself. And we have the 18,800 mark, which seems to be a bit of a fulcrum. So 18,800 call as well as the 18,800 put. Both of them come up for you on the screen. As you see, have a combined premium of close to around 200 rupees. So the street is playing for a very broad range of 18,600 to around 19,000 on the way up. In terms of stocks, watch out for RBL. It's entered F&O band yesterday. And also keep an eye out on Delta Corp and HAL. Both of them exited F&O band yesterday.
All right, Mangalam, thanks a lot for laying out all of those cues for us as we get into this fresh trading session. But